Hello everyone. Doctors are considered to be noble human beings and influencers are considered to be entertainers. But what if I told you that this is in conversation with a doctor and an influencer, two in one? Yes, you heard that right. Today I'm in conversation with Dr. Aashiket Sable, who's a doctor during the weekdays and an influencer during the weekends. So hi sir, how are you doing? How's everything going on for you?
Hello, Hida. I'm good. I'm good. That's what I told you. I'm actually in the middle of a 24-hour emergency right now. So I just asked my colleague to मेरा थोड़ा देख लेना half an hour के लिए a few patients because I have an interview with ICTL and I was really looking forward to it. So I've actually joined the interview half an hour late and I've kept her waiting. I'm so sorry. So hello, hi.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, just a disclaimer, I'm pretty bad at interviews, okay? So yeah, you can just go easy on me a little.
You can be honest. It's just a conversation.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have so many responsibilities on your shoulders being a doctor. So talk to us about what does being a doctor feel like?
What does being a doctor feel like? Okay, so I think being a doctor feels kind of like a dream come true. It feels like you have so much to give, so much to do for the society. It is kind of a thankfulness that you receive, the gratitude that you receive. So I'll just take you to like a bit of a flashback. I never dreamt of becoming a doctor. Like एकदम बचपन से सपना नहीं था कि डॉक्टर ही बनना है. I was just another confused child, like सब लोग जैसे रहते हैं 10th 11th में कि I didn't know, I have no clue what to do. It's just that I had this burning desire inside me कि I wanted to help, I wanted to create a change in the society, I wanted to give back to the society what the society has given to me. So all this led me to like take a decision overall कि यार डॉक्टर बन जाता हूँ. Okay. So that's what I got into MBBS. MBBS के बाद भी there was such a big rat race कि मतलब there were so many branches to choose from. Okay, like orthopedics तो एक ही हो गया. उसके बाद we've got ophthalm, we've got pediatrics, medicine, surgery, so many branches. And उसके बाद भी I was totally confused. कि I didn't know what to do. I hadn't planned of becoming an orthopedician. So it was, I guess, somewhere in my first year or second year MBBS where I was too immature and naive at that time. I had a small hurdle in life where my grandmom passed away because of an orthopedic complication. So that was too shattering and depressing for me at that time. And me being, as I said, I was very immature, like just MBBS mein gaya tha, so I didn't know why it happened, what happened, and what went wrong actually. So for a month's time, for a month and a half, I was kind of depressed and all. But then after that, I think I heard a calling out of that. And उसके बाद से मैंने ऐसे सोचा कि I don't want any other person or any other elderly person for that matter to go through the same fate as my mama did. Mama as in badi mama, we used to call her, my grandmom. So that's what. Now when I am at this point of life, when I am operating on patients, where I'm treating patients, where I'm seeing patients on daily basis, when they come back to me after my treatment, after I have operated on them with a smile on their face, like literally a person who is not able to walk, who's got a fractured leg and all, comes to me after operation, एक हफ्ता दो हफ्ते बाद कि डॉक्टर मैं चल सकता हूँ आपकी वजह से. So that feeling of gratitude which you get, मतलब that is unparalleled. Like मैं नहीं explain कर सकता words में. So whenever all that happens, which happens to me almost on a daily basis, touch wood, तभी मुझे ऐसे लगता है कि यार mama would be proud of me. So if you ask me what being a doctor feels like, this is what being a doctor feels like for me. So everything I do in this field is, I think, would be dedicated to her. So yeah, this is what being a doctor feels like.
It's really nice to know about your past and how you connect so many things together. So yeah. Moving on to the next.
Thank you so much.
When I was scrolling down your Instagram, I noticed that you were posting so many reels were explaining certain medical terms. So what is the story behind this, and was there any reason as to why you're doing this?
Okay, the Instagram reels have also got a backstory. I'm sorry, I'm much of a talkative person, so if it's okay. So yeah, So they've also got a backstory. So the Instagram Reels ka thing started, I think, last year during the COVID pandemic when the Delta wave hit.
Yeah.
When we used to have COVID duties, and then COVID duties ke beech mein we used to have some form of quarantine for a period, for a week or two. Okay, after we've done a weeks of COVID duty. So that was the time, मतलब घर पे बैठा रहता था. I had nothing to do actually. So उसमें, because we couldn't move out, we couldn't do anything. So that was the time I came out with an idea. Like many of my friends told me कि यार तू Instagram पे इतना सब डालता है, why not make reels? I haven't made reels उसके पहले.
Yeah.
Since I started making reels since last year, I guess. So I was like, ठीक है, चलो कुछ तो time pass के लिए बना देते हैं. So my first reel which I put was something of a transition kind of reel. I like to fidget with all these clothes and all that, मतलब the fashion stuff. Okay, so ऐसे ही I just randomly made a reel जिसमें I was wearing casual clothes first, and then I did a transition into scrubs, then a transition into PP, and I am kind of a fair dancer, Bollywood dancer, एकदम वो अपना गणपति dancer kind of a person. So I danced in the reel. And that reel actually went pretty viral. Okay, celebrities like Siddhant Chaturvedi, Varun Dhawan, Smriti Irani, and all these people kind of liked the reel. They shared it, and I think it reached around 300K views. And then I was like, यार ऐसे कुछ भी कर सकता हूँ, मतलब all this is possible. So then after that, the next month, I made another reel during the COVID pandemic only, in which like the entire country was in disaster. Okay, we had so many deaths. We had people like literally dying on a daily basis, people falling sick, and I think the country had totally lost hope at that time. So that was the time when I came up during my COVID duties. I came up with a thought कि चलो इतना सब negativity है अंदर, so I'll just put some form of flame of positivity inside. So what I did was I just short videos of patients in the COVID ward when they're happy, when they're actually happy, when they're talking to each other, when they're creating bonds in the wards, when they're strolling around in the wards, when they get discharged, the smile on their face and all that. So I made a short video about that, and that also got a lot of viewership. It received a lot of love from a lot of people. Many people shared it and all. So I think that reached around 400K views, 4 lakh views. And then after that came Doctors Day, in which I showed the achievements of many doctors all around the world, small achievements, big achievements, and all that. So that reached 500K views. So also with so many likes. So ऐसा मतलब I used to post reels once a month. तो तभी many people told me कि यार इतना, when you're getting so much like response, when you're creating, they feel I created good content. So like if you're creating good content, why not do it on a daily basis? But the thing I was afraid of was this, like I can't face the camera. I wasn't able to face the camera and talk. I had that phobia. Like I am a fair dancer. I can play guitar pretty well in front of the camera. I can even kind of sing in the camera pretty well in front of the camera, but I can't talk. Okay, I wasn't able to talk actually. So I think it took me 6 months to come to a conclusion. नहीं तो पहले I was into those tush reels with the music and all in the background. 3 things you should do, 3 things you shouldn't do, and all that. So I think it took me around 6 months to 8 months to come to a conclusion कि यार मैं ये भी कर सकता हूँ. And then I started posting all these reels. Okay, and my reels are all like something which जो थोड़ा सा knowledge मेरे अंदर है वो मुझे आपको देना है, like small things which we encounter on a daily basis, like what happens when you keep a thick wallet in your back pocket, or what happens when you wear heels. Normal 30 seconds to 1 minute reel. So there's no intention or motive behind it. It's just to like educate the masses and help them to live a better life on a day-to-day basis. That's all. So yeah, that was the idea.
Relate with what you were saying, because even I create a lot of content, so it was very relatable. Very nice.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're influencers vibing now, right? High five, high five.
Okay, moving on to the next question. So your Instagram bio says that you are a doctor during the weekdays and an influencer during the weekends. So what is your thought process behind the switch, and why exactly did you choose to go for two different lives?
So Okay. So the thought process behind this is me being a very restless person, I feel. So you know the medical reels ka story, backstory
Yeah.
now. Okay. So I'll tell you something about the other part of it. Okay. Firstly, all this started because, as I said, I'm a very restless person. Like if you tell me to sit in one place for 15 minutes, I won't be able to sit in one place for a span of more than 15 minutes, I guess. कंटिन्यूअसली मेरे दिमाग में कुछ ना कुछ चलते रहेगा कि ये करना है, वो करना है, ऐसे करना है, वैसे करना है, आई नीड टू डू दिस, आई नीड टू गो फॉर जाइव क्लासेस, आई नीड टू डू समथिंग, आई नीड टू मीट समवन, ऐसा कुछ तो लाइक सो दैट रेस्टलेसनेस इनसाइड मी, यू कैन कॉल इट, एक कीड़ा है मेरे अंदर कि मुझे कुछ ना कुछ करते रहना है. ओके. एंड आई एम a sort of a person who loves to make the most out of the 24 hours given to me in a day. ओके. अगर मेरे को दिन में 24 आवर्स दिया, आई मेक इट अ पॉइंट कि मैं काम भी करूं एंड आई गेट इनफ टाइम टू एंजॉय माय सोशल लाइफ टू, मी बीइंग काइंड ऑफ अ सोशलाइट. ओके. एंड that's all actually. And thirdly, what I feel is everyone, not only doctors, because doctors being in such a heavy, like mentally challenging profession, I think we all need to have a good social life as well as a work life balance. Okay. मतलब अगर आई एम अ सॉर्ट ऑफ अ पर्सन, अगर मुझे एक रूम में बंद करो और मुझे सिर्फ बोलो कि तू बस काम 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 कर, तू सिर्फ पढ़ाई 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 कर, उसको छोड़ के और कुछ मत करना, आई वोंट बी एबल टू डू इट. मतलब या सिर्फ पेशेंट्स देख या सिर्फ सर्जरी कर, मतलब आई वोंट बी एबल टू डू इट. ओके. आई नीड half day of mine to work. I need half day, like I can operate, I can work, I can do everything with my whole heart one half of the day, but the next half I'll need something like kuch na kuch, I need some form of rejuvenation. Okay. So ये जो मेरे अंदर का एक, जो मैंने आपको बोला एक कीड़ा है जो ये सब करने का, like I love doing all this. Secondly, I love dressing up in mundane, absurd ways. Okay. I like to make reels, as I said, ऐसा कुछ time pass reels which are trending and all that. So that's what, like so many of my friends, many of the people I know told me कि यार तेरा lifestyle ऐसा है. They say that तेरे अंदर इतना energy है that you can work and then do this, go to the gym, go for dancing, go for this, that, all that, and then the next day morning turn up for work again, turn up to operate again. So you can actually influence people, like who are like you, like who तेरे टाइप के लोग जो जिनमें है इतना अंदर कि मतलब they want to do all this. Okay. Right. So मुझे ऐसा लगा कि ठीक है, why not try something like that. So that's what I try to reflect on my Instagram page. Like I make medical reels also, I make all this sort of content also, जिसमें it is all like fun, unfiltered content जिसमें कुछ नहीं है. Like I do latest trends, I dress up in weird ways and all that. So my Instagram page is not just a medical page. Like there are many pages which only focus on medicine, because I feel my followers will get bored of it after a while, because किसको भी medical ज्ञान पूरे टाइम सुनते नहीं रहना है. ठीक है. So you can call me as I'm like the best of both worlds kind of a person. So yeah, follow me on Instagram.
By all
So
what
that's what, yeah.
you
So
picked out
that is the basic idea behind all that. Yeah.
the fact that you do
Uh-huh.
so many things and you want to do more
Yeah.
things, it motivates others as well to
Yeah.
do so many things. So really nice
Yeah.
that I made.
Did I sound like someone who's very self-obsessed? Like I feel I am a little bit self-obsessed, but ठीक है. I'm okay with that actually.
Like that. I love taking care of myself and pampering myself. People may call that selfish, but I say no.
Yeah.
Me first always.
Yeah, put yourself first, because I'm in one kind of a profession where we have to put others in front of us. Like every time, patients are always first. कुछ भी हो जाए, like even if our health is hampered, even if our family life is compromised, patients हमेशा we have to keep them as God in front of us. So if I get one half of the day only for me, for my self-obsessed behavior, I don't think there's anything wrong in that. So
yeah, it's not. It's always good to put
yeah. Yes.
So
Yes.
moving on, if you're a doctor, you'll obviously have a lot of situations where you will be stressful and panicking about what's going to happen next. So how exactly do you deal with stress, and what would you like to tell others who are very stressful?
Stressful situations. So I personally feel all these stressful and tough situations now you can't like they come without any intimation, like they just happen to you.
Yeah.
मतलब सुबह उठ के कोई ऐसे निकलता नहीं है घर से कि I'm gonna have a tough day or I'm gonna have a stressful day. It just happens to you. So what I feel is कि stress and tension is a part of life. You just have to accept it. And whenever you face a stressful or a tension wala situation, I personally suggest that you just show up.
Right.
You just show up and give your best. Uske aage, and then whatever happens, it's just like it's your destiny. So the main thing in a tough or a stressful situation, I feel, is to show up. मतलब my dad always says this कि मतलब एक कोई बहुत tough exam देके आया, मैं घर पे एकदम ऐसा थका रहा था with tension कि पापा बहुत गंदा एग्जाम गया, कुछ भी नहीं आया, मतलब पढ़ा कुछ था और आया कुछ पेपर में, ये तो सबका ही स्टोरी है. सो डैड ऑलवेज सेज दिस कि देख तूने तेरा बेस्ट दिया ना. मैं बोला हाँ मैंने बेस्ट तो दिया, लेकिन मतलब माय बेस्ट वाजंट इनफ. सो इट्स लाइक कि ठीक है तूने तेरा बेस्ट दे दिया ना, देन यू डोंट लिव विद एनी रिग्रेट्स. ठीक है ये तेरा बेस्ट था, तूने दिया, एंड उसके आगे जो भी हो वो देख लेंगे. So that's what show up, give your best, and have no regrets about whatever you're doing.
You should not overthink too much about what has happened. It has happened and it should just
I know.
very
Yeah, that's what it is a part of life. Stress, tension, you just have to accept it as it comes.
Moving on
Yeah.
to the next question. Tell us the best and the worst part about being a doctor.
The best part, okay, so there are a lot of good things about being a doctor. As I mentioned, like a few of the things I've already mentioned. So the best part of, if you ask me one thing, that would be your patients smile on their faces. Like when they come to you after treatment, after getting treated, they smile at you. They want to hug you. Some want to touch your feet. मैंने बोला भाई मैं अब तक बहुत जवान हूँ, मेरे पैर वैर मत छूना तू. So that's what, like the love they give you, the respect they give you, the gratitude that they have in their eyes. That मतलब मेरे भी आंखों में आंसू आ जाते हैं कभी कभी to see them. मतलब literally जो 70-80-year-old people रहते हैं, or even young people who can't walk, कुछ नहीं, मतलब they're all bedridden. And then so that's what the best part about being a doctor, you asked me, would be that the gratitude, the love, the respect that the patients show you when they come after treatment. कि डॉक्टर मैं ठीक हो गया, डॉक्टर आपने मुझे ठीक कर दिया. So that's what, like, that is the best part. The gratitude that they give me would be the best part. If you ask me the worst part, I feel there's no worst part. Like every profession has their own downsides, every profession has its own advantages. So yeah, there are a few downsides about being a doctor, but I feel the good parts of it overcome the bad parts in a large way. Matlab, there's the goodness about the profession is unparalleled. Like, so that's what I don't think there's any worse. But yeah, we've got long working hours. We have unpredictable timings. Jaise I have to rush for a duty after this, so which will end at, I guess, tomorrow morning 8 o'clock. But that's okay. Like, that is part and parcel of life. We have chosen this field, and we would want to give our best in this field. Yeah. So there's no worst part per se, but yeah, the best part is the patient's happiness that they show us.
So basically, everything has a good side and a bad side. You just have to enjoy it.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Right. I'm sorry about
Yeah.
the background music. I don't know.
No, that's okay.
Moving on to the next question. What advice do you have for other? Can you hear me clearly, or is the music?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What advice
I can hear you.
for other medical professionals and people who are aspiring medical professionals?
So I think I've given a lot of advices in the past 10-15 minutes, but I feel, okay, so for the medical professionals, okay, uh, life is uh, uh, life is tough. Okay, life is not very easy. Nothing comes easy to you. Jo bhi milega, like, you accept it, you give your best in it. Even the medical profession, like, so I would like to also tell you about the COVID pandemic. Okay, when the COVID pandemic hit last year, when it was really fatal, during the Delta wave. Okay, so this you can actually count as one of the downsides about being a doctor. Okay, ki, you have to forget your family life. You have to not forget, obviously, sometimes compromise on it because you want to treat patients, because you want to be there for your patients. Okay, so there are times when you don't have time for yourself. Okay, especially in the COVID pandemic, which happened last year, the Delta wave, which was the most fatal out of all. So we were posted in COVID duties during that time, and so our COVID duties were like 1 week of COVID duties for 12 hours a day, and then 1 week we used to get quarantined. Okay, so for one whole week, for 12 hours a day, we used to have that heavy PP on us, and we used to go to the wards to literally see people in such a state. Like, it was really bad. The COVID pandemic last year was literally frightening. Okay, like एक बार आप सुबह जाओ एक patient को देखो, the patient is all right, completely okay, and the same patient you see in the afternoon and he's on his deathbed. Okay, so this was the scene during last year. So it was frightening, actually. It was frightening for us doctors also, because to go home after all this, because obviously you wouldn't want your parents, your family to suffer the same fate. Okay, so what I did was I literally had rented a room during my COVID duties. Whenever it was for 1 or 2 or 3 months, I guess, I literally rented a room and I used to stay there during, after my duty hours, during the 1 week when I was quarantined. I used to stay there because I couldn't look my family in the eye after coming from a COVID duty, after coming back. So at the end of that 1 week of quarantine which we had, at the last day, I guess, I used to go home. I used to just see their faces, and that too from a distance, because obviously I used to miss them and they used to miss me. So, and then I used to just see their faces, hi bye bolke, I used to leave. That's all. So that was COVID for me. So that what being in this profession has its own downsides also. But then, as I said, the good things top it all off. So you don't have any regrets, actually. So coming back to the advice, one advice which I would like to give is, यार देखो, बाहर बहुत बड़ा रैट रेस लगा है. लाइक एवरीवन इज इन अ रैट रेस. ये डिग्री कर रहा है, मतलब ही इज डूइंग दिस डिग्री, तो मुझे यही करना है, मुझे इसके जैसा करना है, मुझे इसके जैसा बनना है, क्योंकि माय पेरेंट्स एक्सपेक्ट मी टू बी लाइक हिम, माय रिलेटिव एक्सपेक्ट मी टू बी लाइक हिम. आई थिंक दैट कंपैरिजन, दैट रैट रेस व्हिच वी ऑल आर इन, that I think at some point of time it lets us down sometimes. Like it pulls us down, क्योंकि it doesn't help us explore our entire potential. Okay, so basically वो rat race से दूर रहो. Be yourself. Every child is special, जो तारे ज़मीन पर में हमने सुना था. So like everyone is special. Everyone has got their own style. Everyone has got their own pace in which they want to work. So there's a good saying, like, only dead fish go with the flow. Okay, so don't be a dead fish. Okay, you do what you do best. Even if you might be a doctor, you might be an engineer, you might be anything. अगर शर्मा जी का बेटा कुछ कर रहा है तो उसके जैसा करने की जरूरत नहीं है. मतलब तुम शर्मा जी के बेटे नहीं हो, तुम अपने पापा के बेटे हो, तुम अपने जैसा करो, जैसा करना है, and live your own life and be happy. So that's what I try to do. I try to portray through Instagram कि ठीक है, doctors have got this kind of an image कि मतलब सिर्फ पढ़ाई, सिर्फ patients, सिर्फ काम, all that. So I just want to be something different, because I know there are a lot of people, there are a lot of doctors जो मतलब सिर्फ काम करते हैं, and they're good at that. I'm not blaming them, and I respect them. I am something different, and I know majority of people are like me, who like to explore their side, explore their social life also, their talents also. So that's what, like, life में एक बैलेंस रखना. अपने काम में जब तक काम कर रहे हो तब तक दिल से करो, बाकी आपका लाइफ भी एंजॉय करो, and just don't go with the flow. Be yourself. That's all.
I think this is more of an advice, not just for medical professional people, but
Yeah,
for everyone.
everyone. Yes.
They'll in fact enjoy life if they follow this approach. So very nice.
Yeah, actually, मतलब not just enjoy life और पापा के पैसे मत बर्बाद करो. Work like work with your whole heart. पूरे दिल से काम करना, और जब फ्री टाइम मिले तब try to do all this. Like, try to follow your dreams also, like the other kind of dream. We have two dreams, I guess. One is the professional dream, and one is a social kind of a dream. Okay, so that's what. So yeah, don't go with the flow. Follow your dreams and be yourself more than anything else.
Very
Yeah.
right. This is the last
Yeah.
question. It's like more of a fun segment, not exactly fun, but something which you just have to say. If you had the choice of choosing any one, if you had to be an influencer or you had to be a doctor, what would you choose?
Oh
And
my God, you put me in a fit.
I
So
would
this is so
choose and
so this is actually against everything that I stand for. Like, matlab, so in my life there's all about a balance. Okay, so that's what I said. That's what I told you. So I'm going to give a very ऐसा एकदम equal kind of an answer इसमें कि मतलब if you tell me to work continuously for 24 hours a day कि सिर्फ काम करो सिर्फ patients देखो, as I told पहले कि मतलब I won't be able to do it. I need some form, at least 2 hours 3 hours me time kind of a thing for me. So if so that's what, like, I need a balance. I'm all about that balance, I feel. So actually not so obviously, if you ask me a doctor versus an influencer, obviously I would want to be a doctor first. That has always been my dream. That has always been my passion, to do something for the society, to give something back to them, to help them. So obviously I would want to be a doctor, but agar if I'm given 24 hours in a day, I would want at least 2 to 3 hours of those 24 hours for myself, to be with my family, to be with my friends. So I don't think from the 24 hours, if I'm asking for 2 hours, I'm wrong in any way. So in a doctor versus an influencer, obviously a doctor with 2 3 hours of social life in my 24 hours. So yeah.
I thought I was going to put you in a tough situation when I give you the choice of choosing, but then you answered it with such a flow. Now I'm clueless on how to make you choose one. So,
No, so if you ask me to choose one, I'll obviously choose being a doctor. Okay, any day of the week, anytime a doctor. Yeah.
very nice. There. This brings us
Yeah.
to the end of this interview. Do you want to ask anything or anything else you want to say?
No, no, nothing else. I think you must be getting late for your event now, so you should rush
I was
there.
just listening to the conversation, and events will come and go. It's
I know,
not about
I
getting
know, I know.
yourself.
I like what is written there, time for a break or something behind you. Yeah. So,
Don't know
so
what it
that's what we need in life, I guess. I don't know.
I
I think there's some break.
give time a break. That's what it says.
Okay, give time a break. That's what the whole interview is all about, right?
I got the
Take
right
a break in life.
at the end.
Yeah,
I sat in the
yeah, that's what. Like,
right.
yeah, don't just keep your mind in like whatever you're doing. Mother, calm. Ye sab mat karo. Don't fall in the rat race. Take a break in life. Take a break for yourself. Be yourself for a while, during at least for in the 24 hours, for 2 to 3 hours. Just be yourself. Spare some time for yourself. That's what I want to convey in this interview.
Thank you so much.
So thank you. It was lovely talking to you, Hiba. Let's stay in touch. Yeah, thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.